The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. It's the first weekend of autumn and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Field Set. Blue 80. Double tight. Double tight. Everyone go.
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Here's Stafford. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Tight end right. Even. 4th down. Even.
Now Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. He'll have a first down and more past the 20 as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
got his man, Robbie Anderson. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down now, it's White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And the Steelers first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. First down, here's White. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch twin. Watch twin. King.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Set, 180. I'm coming for you.
First down, Mayfield. Ebron caught left side. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Alert, 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 alert. Mark 54. Mark 54. Hey,
throwing. Mayfield. This is Anderson over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. No score after one on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the draw, here's White. Credit the tackle to DJ Swearinger.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's got Lockett. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 49ers' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. And Mayfield just getting the play off. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
52. Hey, foxtrot. 52's the mark, boy. 52. Hurry.
They'll run with White. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Darius Leonard, last year's leading tackler as a rookie in the NFL, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Point it right. Right there. 54, right there. Move. I got you.
Going right side is White. Breaks a tackle. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Good. 180. 54. Here we go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Ebron with it over the middle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First down.
Good. 180. 2 right here. 52. Whip. Watch the whip.
Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. at the 18-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Mayfield looks to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Set. 180. Hey, let's get this. Get this.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
At the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Hey, 133. Double tight. Odd. Far down. Stand up in. Check your hot read. Hurry.
They'll try and run it with White. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Set. 180. Watch the screen. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52.
From the gun, Mayfield. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting runs, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stall down here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Steelers.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
All day, just like that. Just like that. King. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. That's the pass. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
To throw, Mayfield. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here I come. Hurry.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Hurry.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Let's go. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
My
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Check Alpha. 54. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now Mayfield. Ebron's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there. First down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Mayfield now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Here's Ty Montgomery, former star at nearby Stanford. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Todd Davis, the Broncos' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day.
Here's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7.
49ers 7. Brandon McManus set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And we've seen this a few times in this game. That offensive line just, I don't know if you want to call it out physical, out tough, whatever you want to use.
And what people do when that is happening, when they're getting dominated that way, they spread things out a little bit, make it more of a space game, and allow your skill position players to make a few plays out in open field. Take away the physical element, gives you a chance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Zebra.
Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Check. Watch 54. Watch.
Regular.
Go.
Check. Regular. Hey, orbit. Hurry.
following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Mayfield down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal from the 1. Second and 1. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. The throw complete here to Williams. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Alert! I'm coming after you. 44's the
Bravo.
44's the mic.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. Didn't work there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again. Stafford. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. T.Y. Hilton. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get
Tyler Lockett, the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tyler Lockett. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
no doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to...
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 26. A big play there for the Niners. 49 yards.
Good for a 49er first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. On first down, it's Stafford. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Set.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
From the gun, Stafford. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. T.Y. Hilton with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second and 3.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3.
King! Hurry!
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, alert!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got White here. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, dude.
Throwing, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Double dog, that's the way.
Hurry! Alert!
Third and long for Mayfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now a run. This is Bilal Powell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Play action. Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyrell Williams. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Mayfield to throw it. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Hurry, hurry! Regular.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Heavy on the edges.
Point it right.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to White. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Drop deep. 53 to Mike. 53.
Go!
Yeah, let's get Sack.
Hurry!
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hurry!
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down. DJ Swearinger, a sack on the safety blitz. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
53, check 53.
Hurry! Give me that ball, defense.
He'll look to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Get off the field. Kill.
Here's White. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
2nd and 6 at the 49ers 21-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Out left to Anderson. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 52 to Mike.
King.
No change.
Hey, Charlie.
52. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on.
Mayfield to throw. Out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, it's White, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? And in the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.